assessment of water transportation in Lagos State in particular, since both the federal government, state government, they are trying their best to mobilize people coming by water in order to decongest the road, because place every area now you see people are spending hours on inside the vehicle before they get to either buses or whatever. That is why they are trying all the possible best to decongest the road for people to be using more water, because by using water it can okay from so hour to so hour be expecting me okay like just like I'm in CMS, so I can take people in Badagry before under 2 hours be expecting me at Badagry, and when there is no problem with the engine on the road, so we just move straight. You can only become a road trafficker, most especially to be our own member, is by you having a boat, because the English adage says that whoever wears shoes no wear pains, because if you don't have a boat, how will you know how to maintain it? Do you want to start causes from the causes of the engine, the boat itself? So mostly you cannot get all this because it's a capital intensive business. It's a capital intensive activity. So in the sense that like none of us can avoid a brand new engine. The one we normally go for is Tokumbo. And what is mean by Tokumbo? Something someone has used before, and you don't know the criteria why the person even sell it. So you might buy it and get luck, you might not even repair anything from it, and you might buy it, take it back home, you start spending money again because you doesn't know the condition why the owner even take it to market for sale. So from there you now start facing changing of components, crankshaft, piston cup, and even block engine itself or gearbox. So that is why in our own association you can only become a member while you ready to be the owner of the business. Before you can be a pilot, you have to learn how to operate. Either some are being born with it, maybe they inherited that business from their parents, either father mostly, so their father might be doing business gradually right from when they were using paddle. Modernization now comes in, they started using engine, so gradually, so and we have many graduates in this line, but because of how the country is, instead of start after leaving being a graduate carrying the certificate looking for job, okay, let me embark to the business of my father. So from there you will be able to put food on the table for the family. So under that, so you can be doing it, and before you can start handling the engine, you have to learn about it, and at the same time you need to be certificated, because if you don't, you are not being certified by the authority, so you will not be able to drive, because you must have passion for whatever you are doing, not only on profit. No, you must have passion for the business you want to involve yourself into. So once you have a passion for it, definitely you will know how to handle it. Gradually the profit will be coming, but you cannot say you want to start a business today and you want to make the profit immediately. It is gradual process. That is how the water business concerning the boat is. We have about two three regulatory body in as far as Lagos State is being concerned. We have NIWA, National Inland Waterway Authority. We have LASWA, which is for state. So we have NIMASA from federal again. So on this note, you have to go to these people. When you buy a boat, you take it to NIWA. NIWA will satisfy your boat okay before you can start, before you will even start the business. After when you now leave the NIWA, the Lagos State Last one also will come to you that you need to come and regulate the road, confirm it to be satisfied before you start using. So that's why I told you our business is capital intensive. I said it the other time. We must do the certification of our boat operators before you start handling. Even the exercise is still going on now, and the NIWA also call for it that we should register our member so that they need to be satisfied okay before they can start handling the either by steering or just ordinary handle engine boat. So they need to satisfy us before we start moving. So once you start from your school first leaving certificate, you go now have your school cert, and if you have any other paper that makes you to be more qualified, but start the lowest starting from the school cert, so you present it, the national NIN, national ID card, whatever, all these value documents, you need to submit it to them before they can now ask you for a interview or whatever. So they will now go for proper training. So after all this being done, you can now be satisfied. Not that nobody prays to be having an accident. Even by what matter most, you must have passion for what you are doing, and you should concentrate your mind in whatever you are doing, mostly as a boat operator. Once you want to be, you have to focus your mind on what you are doing, because outboard engine is not what you be looking left, looking right. You need, because the life of the passenger are in your hands as a captain, not until you convey them to the jetty each of them wants to go there. That is when you now free. That is why you need a concentration while you are driving your boat. For this year, we thank God from January to date, as far as Lagos water is being concerned, we don't have any accident. From January to date, I repeat. So, and what causing an accident is, this is the area whereby you cannot compare water with road. When you are driving on the road, you can see a miles on the road, but in the water you don't know what is under the water, either by wrecks, logs, timber, most especially this period we have now, whereby every Lagos state water is full of water hyacinth. So when you now run, you might thought it's ordinary water hyacinth, you don't know what is under. That is why we don't need to be running speed. You can only speed where you see the water hyacinth is free, and up to the speed you have to limit the speed you want to speed, so that in order to avoid accident, even at all you run into anything on the water, you be able to maneuver or to control the steering, so that it's not advisable to be running speed on the water. And to all our members, we have been warning them, since you mention accident, we should not be flying in the night. Under this, we will collaborate with the NIWA, LASWA, I mean the regulatory body, so that once you go to any jetty, as from 6:30, is not advisable to move from any jetty, no matter it is how the distance might be, because during the daytime you cannot see everywhere free, talk less of running in the night. So by all this, you can contain the accident on the waterway, and we have been praying to be having accident free on our waterway, either nationwide or in the statewide. So those are the areas, and we have been elaborate this to our members. In the areas of wrecks and loss, we do discuss with them time to that number whenever we are having a meeting together, a stakeholders meeting, that it is the government that can do this, not an individual or a group of people. And I believe there is a budget for all this I'm talking of. So definitely we do discuss it with them. So in the areas of wrecks, they have been trying both NIWA and LASWA. because it's the government that can do this, not an individual, as you said, because it's involved in capital. And if being an operator, we cannot just go and remove go to any ship that been damaged as a wreck. So they have to go to many necessary requirements. You cannot just go and start putting someone ship on the water, but they know the ways of going through it. They will do the meaningful, consult the owner. So on the rest, they have been trying, both the new one and the last one. But regards to the water license, we do tell them, because like I said, I was expecting people from Bayeko this morning precisely. They have to use 3 good boats before they can meet me at VI. The first boat they carried, they were being trapped by this water license on the road. The second one, the same thing. And not trapping alone, it's damaging the engine. You can imagine the cost of engine now. I told you we cannot buy new engine. Nobody among we can say we can buy new engine. I don't know of government, but being an individual like we, it is Tokunbo we are managing with. And when you now buy Tokunbo, at the same time, it is Tokunbo. What means by Tokunbo? It's not a new one. Someone have used it. I don't know, you don't know the condition the owner used to say, okay, this engine has tired me, it should not give me, let me go and sell it. So the condition is well known to the person taking to the market. So when we now go there, we buy, you might get luck at times, you will buy it only servicing. You might buy it, the non-operator or the boat operator cannot say this because they don't know. They say, once you just buy Tokunbo, it's not like Tokunbo car. So you might buy, and some at times you will face many challenges on it because you don't, it's a black market. Tokunbo, I mean, what is Tokunbo? So there is no any guarantee on it. You buy it, you now face some penalty squarely on it. Either maybe the grand shark have already knocked before the owner sell it as Tokunbo. Maybe it's the gearbox, or it might even be the component inside the dock engine. So these are the challenges with one more found on our business. If you want to get like 200 horsepower engine now, you will not get it less than 10 million. 10 good million and above. If you want to get Tokunbo, you can get it. Right presently, Tokunbo 200 horsepower is 2.5 million plus.
200 horsepower is 2.5
2.5 at the market. You can, if you want to doubt it, you can go to Olimbo tomorrow or Ladipo. Say you need so capacity of engine, so you get the price. With this, we normally advise our member, please go and repair your boat at when due before the regulatory body will now bounce on them. And if the boat is not in order, the regulatory body will not even confirm it okay for operation. So they also value the lives of the passenger we are carrying. When you said of taxation, is really we are facing a series of challenges. A series of challenges we are facing it in terms of documentation, because we have been talking to these people. If the government, we have federal government, we have state government, we have local government. I was so happy when Lagos state government announced something on road last week that they will be collecting 800 naira from the motor operators, and out of this money will be shared to the various ministry that needs to benefit from it. That is why we have been telling NIWA, asking LASUA, they should come together. How much are we earning? The spare part, as I've said now, is a tug of war. The engine oil now, the engine oil we have been buying to 1,000 naira before. You cannot get a Ragolis of engine oil now, it's 2,000 naira. It's times 2. The same thing, the component of the engine. And engine itself, I told you the other time, the engine 200 horsepower is around 1 million. But I'm telling you, go to market now, it's 2.5, it's Tokunbo. There is no guarantee in it. So under this, we have been begging the government, federal government, state government is the baby to the federal government. Let both of them harmonize each other so that this one will not come to them and say okay go and do so so amount, this one will come and there is no way you say you want to fight the government, rather we are being soliciting to them to come to our aid. Let them go and harmonize themselves together so that it will make us to be on the business instead of driving us on the business. Because when this one come you say you want to charge so so amount, another one will come also another so so amount. The level of security we are not used to face the reality, because that is why it's even among what why we said apart from being causing an accident, because in the night is not easy. Even during the daytime many of our engine have been getting to the losses of some people. So you have and you will not be even have a confidence on the engine and both that the part and the shop. So they normally store the engine as if they are stealing akara. So and before you they might steal it from here, the next you will find it in another state. So and there is no guarantee. Really government are trying, but we still want them to come to our aid in terms of security, lives and property. So they should please add more effort, put more effort assisting the police and the navy to be on the water so that with this at least to create checking points just like road. When you are moving from one point to another, at least if there is an intervention by either navy or police, yes, where are you coming from, where or who is the owner of the boat, and if you cannot express yourself, definitely from the interview or interrogation they will be giving to you, definitely the truth will surely come out. See as a passenger or as a private boat, because many people are flying water. There is a commercial boat and a private boat. It is I only have power on commercial, which belongs to my own member. So you being a private person, I cannot come to you. It is government that can do that, or police officer or navy. So I can with whatever they tell me we now relate this to our member. So under this, so we might be found both in the night, but you cannot say specifically it's the commercial boat. So and even apart from there is a joint task force now between the NIWA and the association, whereby we are moving from one point to another to make sure people are not be travelling in the night, because it's very risky and dangerous flying water in the night. So with this we are trying to discourage our member even from here now, because the minimum hours from here to Badagry, once it's around 6 o'clock now, they will stop loading, because it will take them hours before they get to Badagry. So you can confirm from the jetty, so you cannot find any of our member. And likewise with this thing have been introduced to other jetties carrying passengers. So because the more you leave the boats operating, the more the people will be coming. Just assuming now people leaving the official hours is 3:30 to 4, leaving the wherever you are working. So once they believe when they get to the jetty they will see boat even till 10 o'clock, they will remain at some restaurant enjoying themselves instead of going home. But once they say that by 7 o'clock they did not see boat at the jetty, they will definitely halt wherever they are in order to meet up.